welcome to the channel. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. First, I want to say I have a sigh of relief here, GW, because I was watching the Weather Channel. It was either last night or the night before, and it showed like really bad weather in your neck of the woods. And I was like, oh, I hope G-Dubs is okay down there. So when I saw your gift request come in, I said, okay. I don't know if you lost power or not. I know Randall Fryer in Nashville, when the ice storms hit about 3 weeks ago, lost power for like 5 days or something like that. So I don't know. I can't help but be mindful of some of the folks that I've gotten to know. So I hope things are in good order there, because they were pumping up the idea of, 3.5-inch hail and tornadoes and such. So, but all that said, I've got a gift request from George Woodruff. So thank you for the gift and request, G-Dubs. George Jones's On the Back Row. And those of you who are new to the channel, George Woodruff, who made this gift, is George Jones's worldwide #1 fan. And that's a tall order to live up to, but he earned it and he deserves it. And Fun Ronnie is Loretta Lynn's #1 fan, and Renee Mooberry is Dwight Yoakam's #1 fan. We've got some #1s around these parts. Ernest Tubbs is also Fun Ronnie. Leanne Rhymes is Renee Mooberry. Here goes The Possum. And I don't know this song. It's a reaction. It's pretty already.
Here I sit on the back row in a church down the street, not too far from the place where we used to meet. And it's finally getting through to me. You found someone you love, but I'll go back to the place that I keep thinking of.
He's torturing
It's
himself.
not a fancy place, just a tavern in the lonely part of town,
Right.
where lonely people find someone and hope to settle down. But fate dealt me the blow that I can't understand. Here I sit on the back row while you wed another man.
Don't do it, George.
You'd never dream, but after many years I may still be sitting there with just a bottle and 2 glasses right next to your favorite chair. For who knows, you might outlive him, and he might even do you wrong. And there I'll sit in a tavern waiting for you all alone. And it's not a fancy place, just a tavern in the lonely part of town, where lonely people find someone and hope to settle down. But fate
Love that
dealt
line.
me the blow that I can't understand. Here I sit on the back row while you wed another man.
So it's like there were two, how I heard it, there were 2 different. He was in a church pew watching her get married, but then he shifted to the bar stool waiting for her, but she's not going to come. Obviously, she's with another guy. So it's the old church pew and bar room thing. Merle sings about that, and well, a lot of people sing about it. The one that comes to mind most recently, at least for me, was Jason Aldean, but it's the back and forth. It's kind of like you go out drinking on Saturday and then you go down to pray on Sunday. But he's tormenting himself. If he's so in love with this woman, unless I missed something, why would you go to the wedding? I don't get it. And granted, he's in the back, so maybe he wasn't invited, and it's just the ceremony. It's not the reception. But maybe he just wanted personal confirmation that she's gone. Emotionally from him. We don't know what their relationship had been. We know how he's dealing with his pain. But I do like that perspective about he's going to the place where other people go to meet people, like maybe to spend the rest of their lives with. And I'm like, I can relate to that from way back in the day. And when I was in my early 20s. And it was also the reason when I was 24, I worked hard, I partied hard. My buddies partied hard and worked hard. But when I think at 24, I remember thinking, I go out partying quite a bit. You spend a lot of money, and I didn't have anybody in my life to show for it. And so I just said, you know what? I'm done. That was my seminal moment. Most people have a moment where they're like, I'm done with the heart charging. I was 24 and haven't been drunk since. I even have cop friends who have been like, dude, we got to take you out and get you drunk. I'm like, it's just not my style anymore. I have a glass of wine with dinner and I'm good with that. That's all I need. I enjoy being in control of my brain and my car. So you do go to people are social creatures. We want to find somebody to spend life with. And when a relationship goes south, it's like, well, I'm not going to give up on the idea. That's where people come from. And some do. Some are like, man, I'm spun out for good. Others, understandably, are spun out for a little while, depending on how deeply in love you were and how big of a surprise it was. Maybe you got cold cocked, so to speak, where he or she just left and or kicked you out or whatever the situation may be. That's just the way that goes. But most people get back in the ring at some point. You meet somebody and then you start thinking about them a little bit. Then you find bit by bit your mind is shifting from what didn't work onto this new person. And you're still thinking a little bit about you're still thinking of the other person, but it's a gradual shift here to where if you wind up being with this other person, you're just going to be thinking about her or him. And every so often, of course, incidents from your prior relationships pop into your head. You don't forget about those people, and it's unfair to expect somebody else would. If somebody's pining for the other person, that would be a problem. If George in this song gets into another relationship now, she's in trouble because he's not over this one. And who knows if their marriage falls apart, George might, there I go, I'm over there. So you got to heal, move on, and be honorable when you move on. But I like that part in the song about where people go to meet others. I forget how he worded it, how it was worded, but you go to meet somebody to, spend the rest of your time with. Yeah, that's what we want to do. Somebody to, compare notes with, share, love, snuggle, all that stuff is good stuff. So, ooh, GW, man, you got me on this one. A very simple song, instrumentally, it's orchestral. George sings anything, and you're like, I have to listen to this because there's something in his voice that makes you do that. The number that popped into my head was a 9.1. It got me going pretty good, wouldn't you say, G-Dubs? So, good for you, good for me. Man, oh man, oh man. All right, guys, you can thank G.W. Woodruff for that one. He's down in Oklahoma City, and I hope you're doing well down there, my friend. All right, guys, have a great day. See you on another video, and keep rocking the country.
Where lonely people find someone and hope to settle down.